Hey guys, thank you for coming back to my channel. I'm Takashi, Japanese actor, filmmaker, now based in the US. Thank you for watching my first episode. I got some views and especially quite a surprise for my short forms. Short video, one of the video I was talking about why we work with the first time actors or beginner actors in our production. And that was actually got more views. And I noticed, okay, a lot of people wants to know about tips for becoming an actor, or how to, more acting tips. So today, I want to talk about my careers, how I became a screen actor in my 30s, last 10 years, because I'm 40 this year. So when I was in Japan, I was actually doing more theater. I was theater performer. And then before I start talking about this, I watched the movie Wicked, the new movie 2024, 25. Yeah, the new musical movie Wicked. I watched it. So good. The good story, authentic, passion, shots, acting, directing. It's awesome. Music, dance, all the background performance, so detailed, really good. I quite enjoyed it and really excited. And then also quite get I got really inspired a lot into our film too. So that's really good. So and also I love musicals actually. I do action. I do more action, of course, my martial arts background, but I really into musicals in my 20s. So if you watch my previous episode, I fly to New York when I was 21 years old by myself. That was my first time travel to the overseas. And I went to the New York, the Broadway musical. I watched Rent. I didn't watch Wicked. I wish I could, but I watched The Rent. That was my turning point. I want to become a full-time artist from my science degree background into an artist. So that's my change. But yeah, so after back home, and I was have some big chat with my parents. Of course, I wanted to quit, but of course, my parents pay me for the school tuition fee. Of course, I cannot quit. I have to still respect my Asian parents. So, well, actually, I graduated uni. At least I accomplished something. I got a bachelor degree of science, biology, biotechnology, and teaching. All these degrees done. Man, it took me 5 years. It was actually 1 year I failed, so 6 years, but it's okay. You know, I was doing a lot of different things back in then, but at least I accomplished. But after that, when I was 24 years old, I moved to Tokyo and then started study acting. And then I met two. So I would say I have two masters of my acting career. My teachers. The one, two teachers. One is Masako. She's already passed away a couple of years ago because she was quite old, over 90 years old. She and also Kuni. Kuni is another my musical teacher, and I learned a lot from him about in terms of musical voice, singing, and dancing. That's a lot. So I was doing more about the theater thing in my 20s, but I always wanted to work overseas. That's my passion, right? And then Nakuni always asking me, why you still stay here in Tokyo? And because if you want to go overseas, just go overseas right away. Well, yeah, I understand it, but I want to more build my career, and also I need to build my foundation of my acting. So it's okay. I think I did a right choice. So in my 20s, so how long? Almost 5 to 6 years I was in Tokyo, and then study acting in theater and cinema. Theater. I worked on a couple of big show in Japan, like National Theater, even this ensemble background. But still, I learned a lot. I was also working as a lot as a background extra for the TV shows in Japan, most of like a samurai, like a kind of shogun style. If you watch Shogun, that kind of tone of a lot of background samurai. I played a lot, so that's my background. And then in 2016, I applied for a working holiday visa, which is actually easy for Japanese young kids. Well, it's not young. I mean, I was 29, 30. So I applied for the visa, and then I got a chance to move to Australia, Sydney. Um, but that's whole my understanding of my background of my acting. But if I think about America, it's actually before I moved to Australia, 6 months before, I actually traveled by myself to come to Las Vegas. Sorry, back in then, a lot of people. That was my second time come to the U.S. I didn't have any idea about tip culture. Now I'm working as a table game dealer, but I didn't tip at all for the blackjack table. I'm really sorry for the dealer back in then 10 years ago. Sorry, man. But anyhow, and then I saw all Cirque du Soleil, all the theater shows, as many as I could in 5 days. I watched it all, walk around all the strip, and I see all the theater shows, and then wow, in America, man, even I just watched Wicked today. All the entertainment, like top quality of entertainment, all come from the U.S. Again, I mean, I'm from Japan. A lot of great contents come from Japan too. I understand, like anime, manga, comic books, even theater, like traditional Japanese theater, samurai movie, Godzilla, of course. It's really good contents. But still, in terms of entertainment, well, Six Rail technically come from Canada, but I mean, it's all happening in the U.S. So I was so fascinated. I That was my another second turning point. I want to go back to America as an artist, as a performer, right? But I think in all the overseas, actors, performance, even all the Japanese people, not only in Japanese, if you are non Western country background, country you come from, you guys all struggled, and I totally understand about visa. Yes. So that was my first challenge, the biggest challenge. So rather than thinking to try my best to go apply to the United States, I actually changed think about different way. And I always ask my friends, hey, any other options, whatever. And then one of my friends told me, hey, Takashi, in Australia, Sydney, they actually made a lot of films. And a lot of famous actors, celebrities come from Australia. Oh, really? And that's true. And I didn't know that. So I researched a lot. And then actually, a lot of movie scenes happening in Sydney. So then, English is my second language, and also maybe better to live in a Western country speaking English. So that's also helped my improving my English communication. So I decided to change my shape rather than just go directly into the United States. I went to Australia, which I never knew I will be married in the future. I will find my destiny in Sydney, Australia, in 6 years later, no, 5 years later, after I moved, and I have no idea, I didn't plan. And then 7 years later, I moved to United States and came back to Las Vegas. Now I'm living in Las Vegas. I had no idea 10 years ago, 2015, but now 2025, I'm making the content, and then I made a couple of feature made a feature films, and I'm editing another feature film. I'm still working as an actor, passionate about filmmaking, and life is interesting. But anyhow, this all this appreciation. So back to the story, 2016. Okay, so I moved to Sydney, right? Again, my background is more theater. So when I started acting, I have a lot of struggle. First, my struggle is my language, of course. I have to, even I'm today I'm practicing my English every day, even am I working, try to improve my communication skill in English. Even this vlog, I'm trying to improve my English. But not only that, yes, okay, so talk about English, because maybe some people watching from outside of US, how I could improve my English. I think the biggest jump is actually what's on the film set. So I worked on the Hollywood film as a background extra. That was which year? It's actually end of the first year of my Sydney. So it was actually I was on set of Pacific Rim 2 Uprising. Uprising? Yeah. I think they changed the name because they changed the director. But anyhow, I was on set for background extra, one of the what is it called, PPDC. I forget. There's one of the base, the like a robot, some engineer or something. And then on set, okay, 200 background extras, and they're all like kind of young and fit because they have some action sequence. They have to run away from the kaiju, and then they have to do the robots coming through. You have to wow, some kaiju's coming, and a really not very hot summer day. So yeah, 200 background cast, including the main cast. Whenever you eat some dinner or lunch break, we shared, same place. But anyhow, zero Japanese. I'm the only Japanese background, Japanese born, Japanese speak performer. So that everyone from overseas, maybe half of them local Sydney. And then okay, I was on set for 3 weeks, like almost like a 12-hour shoot every day, and then like finish at 9 p.m. Come on, Fox Studio, pick up the bus at 6 a.m., 5 a.m. That all happens, of course, because it's a film set. I understand, but that was actually is helped my improving my English, and I met a lot of actors, not only the actors, like, dancers, all the different background, martial artists, stunt people, filmmakers. And then I start building connection through background extra work, which means not only focus on how much screen time on my face in the movie. I don't see my face in the movie. I see a lot of my friends in the movie. Oh, that's him, that's him, that's her, that's him. When I watch in cinema, oh yeah, that scene, I remember the scene, but I don't see my face in the movie. That's okay. It's just experience. But a more beneficial, what's the most benefit of the time is actually I met a lot of people, because I think the networking is the key to you start your acting career. So especially Marianne and I was doing more community-based filmmaking, so which means we need a community network, and then we work together from the community. So it's good to start have a networking. Any project's fine, and maybe short film or any unpaid work, paid work, it doesn't matter, commercial work, it's okay. Small project, big project, it's okay. It's good to have a connection with them. And then back to my English. So because in the 3 weeks, every day, I have no Japanese, the 200 cast and maybe extra 100 crew, more than maybe 200 crew. So which means 400 people every day around, and no Japanese speakers. That was my first year I left Japan. That was my keep talking. Well, which the condition, if you cannot speak English, you cannot survive. That's the best environment to improve your English. So that's how, okay. So now what it's called, my challenge, first challenge, English. Okay, done, good. Okay, so now the next step is, okay, find the community. And now I found a community because I worked on a big extra job. Good. So, and then I had another issue with visa, so I had to go back to Japan to a couple months to earn some money, to save up the money to pay some school tuition fee. Then I come back to Australia as a student visa. I actually went to the cookery course to become a chef, because that's one of the option to get a visa. So, and back to Australia, and I was doing the school and the study and the work. then work at the hotel because you have to work at the hotel because if you want to get the visa. And then even like small amount, only the weekends, I try to apply for some commercial work. I actually did a lot of big commercial work. I was surprisingly I could do it in my 30s because, oh yeah, let me tell you. So when I was in Japan, it's all what it's called. Of course, everywhere is nepotism, but especially in Japan, like if you work just started acting when you were 24 years old, you didn't start from your childhood, you do not have any privilege. It's very hard to get the role, even for the commercials. Because the commercials even mostly like a famous actors or talents or comedians. They always get the gigs. So, but right after I moved to Sydney, because not many Japanese people with similar look, with similar height or similar performance or similar personality is very hard to find. Then I got actually how many? It's actually did quite a bit for like a big company. So I did a Qantas Air, I did for the Lexus, Japanese car company. I did some bank or some Fox. Yeah, Heineken. My billboards and Heineken is the old Sydney or airport bus, subway, metro. That was actually cool experience. Oh yeah, that's me. Oh wow, this is my first time. Oh okay, so it's happening, and all these experience, then start thinking about okay, I think I can do more screen work rather than theater. Well, I mean, I still do love theater. I love the organic, the moment, the environment, the life. That was really cool. But at the same time, if you after you work on set in a film, the film stays, or some even print work, the print work stays forever. So that was I was really fascinated. But I do not think my screen acting get better until I met Maria, because I was keep doing my theater background thing. Of course, I took some course, the acting course in Australia. It's actually quite a few big acting courses, especially when I think one of the biggest one is NIDA. It's because it's a national university, the acting school. So I took some couple of the short courses and then learn about the screen acting. That was actually really helps. But still, my acting was maybe too big. Like, wow, big. Because theater, you want to do big. But when it comes to screen acting, the camera stays. Like this vlog, I'm talking. I cannot talk. This is too much head movement. This is very hard to catch up as an audience, especially for the drama sequence. If you're a really good actor, the camera is gonna be really do super close-up shot, and you can do only the subtleness or maybe feeling the emotions coming up. So that was I had to learn, and I had to improve. That was my first thing, and then I think the biggest turning point was first Echo 8. I think if you watch the original Echo 8, I think still my acting was, again, I'm not super, yeah, honestly, I wasn't not super comfortable in front of the camera back in then because I was quite new. I'm still new, I'm 40s, but still, I think I'm still new regarding to screen acting. Because screen acting, I always think is a little bit different and you need more experience. Like, for example, okay, Maria, she has a 15 years experience. Wow, she knows everything. And she hold the camera. That's how she learned. And then after I met her, start working on Echo 8. Not only Echo 8, we got a bunch of short film we made together later on. And then sometimes I hold the camera. And then I start understanding, oh, that's the shot director wants. And then on the actor's side, now we start understanding, okay, actor's supposed to be work like this and that. So that's the first thing. Maybe today is my second episode. Maybe I don't talk too much about the details of screen acting today, but more about the how I learned the bit. So, But if I could say for the first timers, or maybe you just kickstart for the screen acting, I would say, but just imagine how to say. I always teach for all the acting for mindfulness. Relax first, breathe first. So mindfulness relaxation is a key. And this time I worked a lot of first-time actors on set on original, not only original Echo, right? These next two movies. Most of the time, what's the hardest thing as a director is if the actors not focused. Not focused because of their life thing or like a nervousness. Okay, maybe didn't remember the lines or whatever. But a lot of factors affect actors' mind. Then the most important part is if the actor is really focused, relax to focus, same thing for me. Is mindfulness. Mind is very clear, is really focused. Bam, one take, that's it, right? But the actors so nervous sometimes, maybe how to say, no, they try to discuss with directors. That's okay. I'm happy to discuss. But sometimes with low budget, we don't have a run out of time. So okay, you can try, maybe do a couple of different takes, but start getting more nervous. Try to bring the different option or maybe different ideas, and it doesn't work, and then start not arguing, but they want to start talking with different things with the directors. That sometimes doesn't work. So I would say the first thing is, as a first-time actor, I want you to just keep focus your thing, and then you get ready, listen, and then just get it done. So that's, I think, the most important part. And also another thing is why relaxation is very important for all the actors, because of the presence and authenticity. Because we cast you because we believe something in you, because we know your talent. It's not just about your skill set. It's not just about how many years of experience of acting. We don't ask for that. We just need your authenticity. But sometimes that doesn't come through your through the camera or screen because of something stuck in your head, family issues again. So all these nervousness, stress, pressure things. That's why. So if you just starting acting, always telling everyone anything help you to relax, like especially for the physically. You go to the gym. Like for example, okay, what I do normally, I do Tai Chi because I'm a martial artist background. I do Tai Chi every morning. That really helps. For example, Maria, whenever she gets stressed, she go to the gym and she do run, and it's actually help her new ideas coming through. That's her routine. So if you have your own routine, that'll be great. Maybe I can share some tips in terms of relaxation for these vlog videos. But any kind of relaxation helps. And then if you relax on set, it's good. Yeah. And you do not always have to think about bring your best performance. If you can have a best performance, that'd be great. But still, I mean, performance, it's good acting or bad acting. It's still maybe something subjective. So the best thing is work with director, because work with director, camera, DP, lighting, and then all these things all organically all connected together, and then some magic happens. Yep. Okay. So I've been talking about all these tips and my experience for the screen acting, but more and more videos coming, and then I'll maybe happy to share all my backgrounds about the acting tips, especially for the relaxation, breathe, voice, body. But yeah, but also please don't forget about when you do acting, it's again, I talked about last episode, it's not just about doing the high quality acting, but also your authenticity and spirituality. your background. So I think that's the most important part, is your personality. What's your belief, your thoughts. So in the conclusion, maybe I wanna talk about why my my master Masako, she's always talking to me. In her acting class, she always talk about acting skill or some technique, some system. She's talking about Bella system that I can talk later. But more important part before all these technique, that's what she's always talking about, is actually how you see the life, how you feel the life. Even Bruce Lee talk about the acting is the sum total of your personality, of your life experience. That's what Bruce Lee says too. The same thing. So I believe when you meet a person, or how you live your life, how you communicate with people, how you see the world, how you feel the world, what's your message to the world, what you want to accept, what you want against, all these things, it's actually generate your spirituality and your personal character into the screen. So you can do anything in every day. Even Masa, she's always told me, okay, Takashi, if you walk a street, if you see the trees, and if you feel how you feel today, how you see the sky, like for example, if you are a really bad day happening, and then all of a sudden beautiful trees standing at the park in front of you, and then when you see the tree, how you feel, that is acting, because that's your real life, that's your real life experience. And then she experienced all the World War II happening. She was in France when back in then, and a female, like short Japanese lady, and then she's the only one Japanese actor in the acting class in 1930s, I guess, before the World War II even. So that's her experience. So that she told me. So I always have to think, and what's is my acting journey is actually related with my real life experience into acting. So for example, if you work as a chef, if you work as a casino, if you work as a kid, just a server, but doesn't matter. So any experience you're doing is it's it's actually not a matter. How you do it, all these tasks, how you communicate with all these people, what you giving to the people every day, it affects your performance. And then you will see, you know, people are not stupid. People are very actually smart. They can, as an audience, can catch in 1 second what kind of personality this actor has. So I think rather than chase, oh, I want to get the big role or something, more, how to say, rather than looks external, just maybe find more internal, what's inside of you. So then maybe you can find some sweet spot, and that's actually help your acting career. So that's I want to share today. But even it's interesting for me as well, because I left Japan, right? And I'm more fascinated for the Western culture, musical, Hollywood, blockbusters. Wow, that's so cool. I want to go to the US. I went to Sydney, overseas. Wow, so many things outside of Japan. But now, no, so many beauty things, philosophy, spirituality. My roots is actually it's in Japan, not in here. Well, I mean, Vegas, US is an amazing place. I love traveling, so many spiritual places, beautiful places, nature, culture, American culture. I do love American culture. So many nice people, but as a performer, you still need your roots, how you grow up, and how your parents told you, and then how you learn from them, and then how you against them. All these experiences shape your authenticity. And then now I'm more into inside myself, and that's actually helps my creativity. Yeah. So I think that's all for today. I talk about maybe roughly like a half an hour. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah. So I just started my channel, and I need your support. If I want to keep more make these contents like a bit community based, more something accessible to the filmmaking and acting for anyone. So that's my main goal for this channel. So if you have any ideas, please leave a comment, and if you can subscribe or share it, that would be really appreciated. And stay creative. See you next time. Bye.